Dude's sleeping when something totally freaky happens. Every single hair on his body shoots up instantly. When he looks towards the door, all confused, there's some random stranger just standing in his bedroom. And here's the weird part. Jeff's just lying there completely frozen. Even when this creep starts walking closer, he's still stuck on the bed, until this shadow gets way too close. Actually right next to Jeff now. His heart's going absolutely crazy. Thank God it was just a nightmare. But then weird stuff keeps happening. Next day, Jeff goes out and bumps into his neighbor. He's just complaining about last night's crazy dream. But then his neighbor drops this bomb. Some girl used to live in this house. Got paranoid a few months later, going nuts every day saying there's weird stuff in the house. Until her parents came looking for her. Found out she died from a heart attack. Jeff instantly gets this bad feeling. Goes home and buys a bunch of cameras right away. If there really is some stranger in this house, the cameras will catch them. But is it really going to be that easy? Jeff installs cameras literally everywhere possible, then sits down in the living room, ready to wait for this so-called stranger. But after like 30 minutes, Jeff's already passed out waiting, until this crazy loud knocking wakes him up. Gets to the door and sees some guy in black clothes banging on the door for help. But suddenly another door has another guy. Jeff's stuck explaining he can't open the door. Now there's way more than 2 people outside the windows. Both sides packed with tons of people. Jeff's freaking out telling them to get away. But these people won't listen at all. Jeff gets a massive headache from all the banging. Passes out on the floor without realizing. Wakes up when it's daylight. But when Jeff checks last night's footage, some mysterious stranger actually broke into his house. And he finds wet footprints in the living room. This makes Jeff even more confused. What does this person even want? Can't figure it out right now. But just to be safe, he goes to a gun shop, gets a weapon from the owner for protection, and buys tons more cameras again. Installs them in every corner of the house. Even blocks the entrance with steel pipes. But will this actually work? Thought he could finally sleep peacefully tonight. But Jeff starts sleepwalking in the middle of the night, and unconsciously opens the front door. Walks around outside all dazed, then walks back inside, until he's sleepwalking to the bedroom about to sleep. Gets woken up by footsteps. Jeff immediately grabs the weapon by his bed. Looks like the stranger's definitely in the house. Jeff carefully searches with his weapon, and finds out someone removed the cameras. Right when Jeff looks down at the cameras, a steel pipe gets blown over by the wind. Looking at the door swaying in the wind, Jeff thinks the stranger escaped. So he takes his weapon and goes out to look. Doesn't see the stranger though, but sees his neighbor who heard the noise. Jeff frantically tells his neighbor he fired because of a stranger. But when they both go inside, there's absolutely nothing. Now the neighbor thinks Jeff's definitely got issues. Suggests he should see a therapist. While they're talking, police sirens start outside. Neighbor has to go out and explain for Jeff. But this whole scene makes Jeff suspicious of his neighbor now. What if the neighbor is the stranger? Jeff